Hello everybody. Today I am building another pen and setting up another fence because we are getting 2 new additions for our farm and I am so excited. So I brought up 4 skids and I got my tools and I got some boards and I was gonna build the pen up there. But right here is actually the flattest spot on this hill. So I'm thinking I need to cut these branches off this tree and cut all these little tiny trees off. And I think I'm gonna build it right in here. And then that's close enough that I can hook up the other fence to Happy's fence, so then it'll be electrified. So I brought up the chainsaw and my trimmers to cut this all up. By the way, this chainsaw is a piece of crap, and I think I'd have better luck cutting trees down with a butter knife. Just an FYI. My husband is taking over because he thinks he can do a better job than me. Not any better at it. No, it was at 3%.
Well, then obviously they pick up the same battery that you had.
Battery is not dead. He was mistaken. Not had this chainsaw very long at all, and I've been telling my husband ever since we got it that it's a piece of crap and I hate it, and he just thinks I'm not using it right. But now we see that I'm right and it's a piece of crap because it didn't work for him either. So apparently the blade was on backwards the entire time, and that's why I was having such trouble cutting down trees. Just an FYI. And just so you know, I'm not the one that put the blade on. Blade has been fixed. Apparently the blade sucks in either direction. The blade might in fact be on backwards now. I'm glad it's not just me. Okay, so we don't need to really cut down any more trees. So I'm just gonna take the trimmers and cut down this little stuff and get it out of the way. And then we'll just drag the pen over and just leave the trees where they are for now. There's Sally and Daisy. They heard us working. So they came out of the field. Uh-oh, Sally's gonna ride, Daisy's gonna ride Sally. Did you see that? Does that mean Daisy's in heat? Or Sally's in heat? I thought that Daisy came in heat once before, but then later I'm like, well, maybe it really wasn't Daisy in heat, and maybe it was just Sally in heat, and that's why Daisy was riding her. So I don't know what to think. I can't wait until the pregnancy test comes in the mail. So then we can find out if she's pregnant or not, because I'm telling you, she looks pregnant. But I thought she came in heat one time, but it could have been Sally, just like right now she was trying to ride Sally. So I don't know if it's Daisy or Sally. I don't know. So I can't wait to get the pregnancy test to find out. But I did actually talk to the guy that we got her from, and he said that he thought she was too young to get bred. But if she has a bag, then she probably is bred. I mean, she's got a really big bag for a heifer. But, I mean, he said that if she's bred, she would have got bred by a Black Angus, which is really good because they have easy calving. So with her being so young, that's like one of the best ones she could have been bred with. So we just gotta wait and find out. What do you think, Daisy? Can you tell me? Do you have a bun in the oven? Is there a little baby in there? I really want to know. I need to find out. Which, by the way, Happy has been going crazy today. He has been mooing, and usually he doesn't moo during the day, and he wants with the girls. So, I mean, that right there is an indicator that one of them is in heat. Which Happy wants Sally, so I guarantee Sally is the one in heat right now. And we are planning on using Happy to breed Sally this summer. I don't actually think that Happy is Sally's calf. But when we got them, I thought from the very beginning that Happy was not her calf, because the guy dropped them off at our house after, it would have been a day after she gave birth. And normally when you carry a calf, the mother follows the calf. Like, they're very invested in their baby and they want to know what you're doing with it. She would not follow Happy at all. And she did not act very interested in him. So I really don't believe that Happy was her calf. I mean, he could have been, but I really don't believe it. But her being such a good mother, she took him and took care of him anyway. So we're going to end up using him as our breeder for Sally this year. To explain just a little bit more, the guy had two jerseys for sale. Both of them gave birth on the exact same day. And he had already sold Sally to me, but the other one he didn't sell. So I'm wondering if Sally actually had a heifer calf and he wanted to keep the heifer, so he gave me the bull calf. But I don't really know for sure. Okay, so we screwed together 4 skids, and now the front is all open. So I'm going to take this board and kind of eyeball it of how big I need it. This is how I usually measure everything when I make my pens. Good enough. That's how it looks so far. It's a little crooked, but it's okay. It's a hill, so it leans. It leans. There. It's straight now. It's perfectly fine. It's gonna get the job done. It'll be fine. So I was originally gonna build in half the front, but I guess it's not necessary. I guess we don't need the front built in because winter's almost over. And I think they'll be protected enough because the storms go from this way and that way. So there's not going to be any wind blowing in that way. So we got our bags. We took the bottom string off. So now it's completely open. And we'll cut it down the side and then start attaching them to the outside here. it's looking good. I think that'll keep the wind out and keep them dry and cozy. So half done, just gotta do the other half. And then the roof. Now that we are done with the feed bags on the side, now we'll do the roof. And now, my fancy way of measuring, I'm gonna measure again. Perfect. Look at that. See, my measuring works perfectly. Okay, we got all of our boards on. So now we're just gonna lay some plastic over the top and we're gonna be saying we're done. Now we'll see how well these scissors cut. These are wrapping paper scissors, so they're not the greatest. Oh yeah, like butter. Look at that. That is like the perfect size. Doubled up, didn't have to cut anything except for one cut, and it's like perfect. Look at that. We are done. Isn't it beautiful? It's just perfect. I mean, it is waterproof, windproof on all three sides, except for the front. But like I said, the wind goes from these directions, so it's nice. And the best part is it was free. All we had to pay for was the plastic, the staples, and the screws. Everything else was free. We had skids sitting around. We had tons of feed bags sitting around, so all the cost was our time and those little bit of items that we bought, so you can't beat that. So I will put some straw in there, and then tomorrow we have one more fence, one of these white fences, and I'll bring that out and I will put it up around here for our new additions. So come back for the next video to see what we get. I'm really excited. Can't wait to pick them up. We're getting 2. So see you later.